So another common question that I've seen a lot of people kind of state is which specific iPhone size should I go ahead and buy? Now, I'm kind of in the middle of the road with this because it really is completely preference. If you like a bigger sized iPhone, then by all means go for the Pro or Pro Max. Those are the biggest ones you can get. And the Pro Max, I think, is a really, really good size if you love a big iPhone because it's almost entirely screen. It's a heavy phone and it's a thick phone. And that's a massive thing you have to remember. The bigger phone you get, not only are you kind of hitting it on the size, point, but you're also hitting it on the weight of that phone. The Pro Max, although it's a bigger phone, it is a much heavier phone than you would ever realize. And for those of you who have a bigger phone like the Pro Max, you will attest that sometimes it can be a little awkward to use that phone in certain areas. Personally, when I was using my Plus devices, I had an amazing time, but I found that the Pro size, the standard, 6.1 inch panel is the best one for me. I have kind of smaller hands. I know people make fun of me about it, but whatever. So that was one area where I kind of wanted to have a phone where I could walk around and I can have a good sized phone. And anything smaller than the, Pro model tends to be a little bit too small for me. I think the mini size is perfect for those of you who have either small hands or if you're somebody who just has, decent average hands, whatever you want to call it, and for some reason you like a smaller phone, well, that is definitely a very solid option for you. The two brand new phones you can buy are an SE and a Mini. If you want the smallest phones, those are the options that you have. But I do want to state that just like how there's a trade-off with the Pro Max model, with it being a little bit heavier, there's a trade-off with having a smaller iPhone as well. You are giving up a little bit of battery size, not necessarily battery life. It is kind of like that too, but I've gotten decent battery life from my mini device. But I will tell you, you are giving up a little bit of battery life when you're getting a smaller sized iPhone, especially with the iPhone SE. So you are getting a smaller iPhone, you're getting a thinner iPhone, and you're getting a lighter iPhone. So those are really strong things to remember, but you have to keep in mind that at the end of the day, that something like the iPhone, 13 mini, for example, is going to not give you as good battery life compared to the iPhone 13. It's not the end of the world, but it is one of those things to keep in mind. And personally, it is one of my favorite things to keep. And personally, that's why I always go for something like the higher end models, the standard or the Pro models, just because they do give you better battery life. So that's the other thing. But the price tag is also a little bit of a differentiating factor. The smaller iPhones tend to be cheaper than the bigger ones. So if you're in the market, there are a lot of things at play. In my opinion, it really just comes down to which size you like the most. Do you like the biggest size or do you like the smaller size? If you like the smaller one, then go from there. But I will always tell you, if you can kind of get used to that bigger sized option, just one option up, not necessarily from the Pro to the Pro Max, but from the Mini to that standard size, that 6.1 inch panel, and that can definitely give you a much better option and you have more room to play with. Mostly because in the future, it's looking like the mini series is going to be removed, so you'll have even less options to choose from. You only have the older minis, the SE, and that's pretty much it. So if you're in a market and you want to go ahead and get the best size iPhone, I would recommend, I think in my opinion, that perfect size are those base 13s or the base 13 Pros. I would recommend going to those ones if you can. If not, the minis are great for now. But like I mentioned, if all the rumors are true, those are probably going to get removed probably sooner than later. So that kind of covers it. If you have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.